Hello, I'm James Marchington, and this is your weekly news update from TSC. In the news this week, Kirsty Barr has won an Olympic quota place for Team GB at the World Cup in Al Ain. Basque sets the record straight on the cost of firearms licensing. And here at the Oxford Gun Company, the TSC Bowman April competition is underway. Plus, the shop and ground are now open 6 days a week, opening on Wednesdays for the first time tomorrow. More on all that coming up after this. Kirsty Barr has won a quota place for Team GB at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. She did it at the World Cup, currently underway in the UAE, winning the silver medal in the process. Kirsty shot 120 out of 125 at the women's trap and had to win a three-way shoot-off to get into the final. She went on to shoot 41 out of 50 in the final, second only to France's Carole Cormenier, who took the gold. Kirsty thanked everyone who supports her, as well as UK Sport and the National Lottery, adding, "I don't have the words to express how happy I am right now." Basque has written to the Times newspaper to set the record straight on firearms licensing. The Times reported a claim that police forces were subsidising the licence system to the tune of £10 million. The West Midlands Police and Crime Commissioner said that the fees paid by shooters didn't cover the cost of administration. Basque pointed out that the fees were agreed by a Home Office working group in 2015, but some police forces still haven't made the efficiency savings they promised at that time. In particular, there's a widespread failure to adopt e-commerce systems, which would reduce costs and improve the service for shooters. Basque's Christopher Graffius said, "We have chaos in medical testing, poor efficiency in many forces, and only 2 out of the 43 police forces have introduced online systems that were promised last time the fees were raised." Basque pointed out that firearms licensing is done for the public good, so it's right that the public purse should share a proportion of the cost. Meanwhile, here at the Oxford Gun Company, tomorrow sees the shop and ground open on a Wednesday for the first time. They're now open 6 days a week, so that's another day you can come and browse the gun shop or shoot a round of sporting by appointment. Initially, they won't be offering lessons on Wednesdays, but that could change depending on demand. For details of opening times or to book a shooting session, see oxfordguncompany.co.uk or phone the shop on 01844 238 308. One good reason to visit the ground if you're under 21 is to shoot the TSC Bowman April competition. It's on throughout the month, and it's part of the TSC series, which is open to anyone under 21 and in full-time education. There are some great sponsored prizes to be won in the April competition, and it counts towards qualification for the grand final at the end of the year, when once again there's 2 MG cars up for grabs, one for top boy and the other for top girl of the series. You don't need to be an experienced shot to get involved. Lots of young people use the TSC series to get started in competition shooting. The April Challenge is a 50-bird re-entry event, so you can shoot the course as many times as you like, and your best score is what counts towards qualification for the final. To find out more about the April competition and the series as a whole, go to theschoolschallenge.co.uk or call 01844 238 308. Now here's my pick of the latest shooting videos on YouTube. It's good to see Callum from English Shooting back on YouTube, so do go over and check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. In his latest video, he explains how he can review guns despite not having a firearms certificate himself. My video pick this week, though, has to go to the ISSF and their coverage of the women's trap final at the World Cup, with Kirsty Barr winning silver and an Olympic quota place for Team GB. To watch it, click on the link in the description below. Well, that's it for this week's news. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, we also release a new video every Thursday. Last Thursday, David was reviewing the new Browning B525 Sporter, with its grey laminated stock. And this week, he's shooting a lovely game over and under from Fausti, the Class SL. We filmed that one in a hailstorm. So make sure you catch that one and do show us your support by liking, sharing, subscribing and clicking on the notification bell. Meanwhile, do please check out our sponsors when you're shopping for a gun, cartridges, clothing and the like. Remember, they're supporting shooting and they deserve our support in return. See you Thursday!